because the periodic table is a table of elements. So I don't, maybe the person is meditating on something, so I'm not getting, why don't you tell us which element so that I can understand where you're coming from, on why are you linking it to Karbala. So Mercury has to do with shaitan and the toxicity, oxygen has to do with our breath, carbon has to do with our dunya existence. So our elemental understanding is a one way of a universal description, still in the level of dunya, not in the level of akhirah. So alien nations, they don't describe you as a human and they don't describe you as, oh he's a tall handsome 6 foot white guy. They're going to describe you based on your elements, that this is a carbon creature because his main element is carbon, or maybe someone else on another planet their main element may be nitrogen or silica. So the jinn, their main element is not carbon, it's silica, and there's a similarity between silica and carbon. So somebody was asking, and I think one of my kids was asking that the jinn race, is it silica based? And I said, yes, as a matter of fact their home and residence is based on silica, and then the similarity of the silica element to carbon element. So depends on what science and what the person is meditating and what's coming to their heart, then Allah expands that heart and its understanding and its point of reference. So the elements have understandings of different creatures, different things, different events, and if you wanted to universally describe creatures you would describe them by their elemental structure, not the shikl, the form. So we are of a carbon based creature and we have a certain amount of oxygen within our system. Others may have a higher element of nitrogen. They say in the dinosaurs when everything was huge and big, the only reason they could be big was the level of nitrogen in the air was more. Those huge creatures wouldn't grow now with the level of oxygen that we have in our atmosphere. So it means all of these elements will then show something that's happening or creatures that are existing on that plane. So the creatures that exist on Mars, they probably have different forms, different structures for the location in which they're existing.